And right now I have Celia coming over here and sitting down, and I just got to get myself mic'd up. And we're going to be talking about your book.
Yes.
And you were on before, but I took my plant with me when I ran off the set, so, but we got your book right here, Waiting for Change.
Yeah, you got too excited there.
Yeah, I got too excited. Oh my God, I feel good too.
Yeah, he made you jump.
I made my tell us about your book, Cecilia.
Well, I am so thankful to God that since the last time I've been here, and I've gotten so much help and the opportunity to get it published. The YWCA has come through to help me because they deal with domestic violence.
Absolutely. They even have safe houses, I understand.
Yes, and I've been in one of them. So I'm so thankful.
So you're walking the walk. You've
Yes.
been there. You're not just preaching. You
No. This is my life experience. You know, this is my heart. This is everything that has just come out of me. So it's an inspirational book. It also brings insight to domestic violence, domestic abuse, because they all come into play. And unfortunately, there are so many women that are out there that are going through that. And they have campaigns out there called 1 in 4. Who's your 1 in 4? And your 1 in 4 is 1 out of 4 women are being abused. So who do you know that's being abused?
And abuse, when we talk about abuse, it doesn't mean physical, like they hit you. It could mean that.
Right.
But it could also mean verbal abuse.
Yes.
And isolation. There's
emotional,
so many,
financial abuse, where they
keep all
stop.
The money.
Right. They keep you from doing anything for yourself, anything for your family. The isolation is absolutely horrible, where they tell you where you can and can't go.
And then they're on the phone. Now that everybody's got phones, it's like, where are you right now? I want to know. And call me.
Oh my God. It was just, you know, whenever I went somewhere that I finally got released to go, you know, constantly calling me. When you coming home? What you doing? Blah, blah, blah. Like.
What do you think? I mean, I know that you probably didn't address this in the book, or maybe you did, because I haven't read the book yet, and I intend to.
Yes.
What does the abuser, I'm going to say that because it could be a woman too.
Yes.
Yeah, it could be a man or a woman. What does the abuser get out of such control? I mean, why do they need that control?
I believe that there is a lack of something in them, emotional situations that have happened to them. They may have been in an abusive childhood. They may have been neglected or abandoned. And so these are ways, and then a lot of times when you're in an abusive household or a dysfunctional household, you look at what you can and cannot do, what you can fix and what you can't fix, and what you can control and what you can't control. And as a child, when you find yourself getting frustrated and not able to control situations, when you grow up, you say to yourself, I'm going to be in charge. I wasn't in charge then, but I'm going to be in charge now. And unfortunately, without proper guidance,
it can take its formation in different ways.
Without proper guidance, you end up, you know, doing what you said you would not do, or doing what you saw.
To me, it would seem that going through an abusive relationship, you don't have to be married. I mean, you know, there's a lot of males, teenagers, and you know, are in this situation. Now, it seems to me it's difficult to deal with. But suppose you've got a couple of kids. What do you do then?
Unfortunately, the children are definitely affected by it all the time. I don't care how small it is, there is some type of effect on the children. And I can only speak for me because everybody's situation is different. So I can only speak for me, and I know it was definitely through a lot of prayer, you know, our religious beliefs, you know, as far as me holding and keeping the children together. But still, in all, they still are affected by it. And I'm still dealing with some of that now with them.
So you have children?
I have 4 children, and 3 of them are in their 20s, and the other one just turned. It's going to be turning 18, and I'm seeing the effects of it all. And
are they proud of you?
They are. I would say more now, because before, you know, the children will say, "Mom, how come you stayed that long? Mom, you know, didn't you see what it was doing to us? You know, Mom, if you don't get rid of him, we're leaving," that kind of thing. So I've seen the results in their behaviors, in their relationships, and, you know, I would have to get a disclaimer from them to tell. But I'm not doing that. So, but seriously, it's really been rough to establish a place that you have not been in, that disciplinary place, but you've been on the opposite side, watching the husband or the father discipline them in a very dysfunctional way. And so it was hard to reestablish, and I talk about that in the book, how it was hard to reestablish my position in the house as being the disciplinarian, as being the one that tells them.
You were being controlled before.
I was being controlled, and I was also compensating for everything that the father did. I was compensating for that, and then that would make him mad, because why are you sticking up for your children, for our children? You know, what I say goes, and this, that, and the other. But it's just the way it was being said and being done. And I said, well, if you're not going to protect your children, who are?
Yeah, who is?
Who are?
I'm sure there are many men and women, and more likely women, that have been in abusive relationships, because men have more power.
Right.
Not everybody writes a book.
They do.
Huh?
They think they do.
They think they do.
Okay.
Not every one of them writes a book, but
that's true.
What made you write the book?
After the last episode of being threatened that he was going to kill me, and the police came and everything, and about 3 months later, while I was sitting there, I'm just crying. I just, you know, all of these memories are running through my head, you know, all of the scenarios and the events, and I had to get it out. So I just took out a book and I just started writing, and then the poems start coming, and I started writing the poems, and everything was just, it helped me to start the healing process.
It helped you get it right down on paper.
The book helped me.
I'm looking forward to reading your book as well, you know, to find out. You know, there are abusive relationships throughout. People that I see, you do have poetry, Bree.
Yes, it's like 20-something poems in there.
Yeah, you do have quite a few poems in here. Wonderful.
Yes.
Reckless Driver.
I think I read that one before.
That one.
Yeah, I did.
Would you read it again?
Ooh, sure.
Okay.
Sure. Okay.
I remember that.
Yeah. Reckless Driver. Why did I give you control over me when you had no control over yourself? Handling me like a reckless driver, driving me down dark roads to nowhere, turning me into dark alleys and parking me there, to be stripped and vandalized, broken windows and dented sides, shifting me in and out of gears of trust and mistrust, love and hate, joy and sadness, stepping over limits and boundaries by running red lights and stop signs, causing lapses in insurance and inspections by not taking care of me and keeping me covered, jerking motion, stopping and starting. You've worn down the brakes. You're out of control. Look out. Stop. We've crashed and burned. The relationship is total.
My Angelo, I think you're coming right up there, just like she's
painting a picture, right?
Yeah, you did. You painted a wonderful picture, and I loved your simile, the way that you.
Yeah, it just started coming out. I'm like, oh my God, really, God?
You are a poet. You are a poet. Yeah. Pick up the book. It's called While Waiting for Change. Where can they get it?
Yes, they can get it at the Open Door Bookstore on J Street, right here in Schenectady. They can also get it at Amazon.com as a, you can download it as an ebook, or you can purchase the book as a paperback. You can also go to BarnesandNoble.com and download it into your
Kindle or something. Yeah.
The tablet, the Nook tablet.
Well, hopefully you'll even get it in the Proctor's gift shop. Who knows? But it's such a pleasure to have you here again.
Thank you so much.
So much. I hope that your life just flourishes, and I know this book is just the beginning.
Yes, thank you.
You took the first step, and here you're going.
Yes, it's my past and my future.
Good, thank you,
and that's
Cecilia,
what I believe.
For being here.
Thank you.
I'm going to let you go, and we're just going to quickly. How do you like the band?
Oh, it's good.
I think good.
I'm more of a gospel person.
Well, you know what? Maybe they'll do a gospel song. Who knows?